Mobile ad fraud causes extensive damage to the online advertising ecosystem. It's estimated to be the second largest source of income for organized crime. Bots, mobile device farms, and fake clicks are committing unregulated crime in broad daylight. It infects the entire mobile app community and is perhaps the biggest challenge mobile marketers have to overcome.
Genesis is an entrepreneurial ecosystem where every employee can make their ideas a reality. We are one of the largest product IT companies in Ukraine, with over 1,200 people in Kyiv HQ and more than 2,000 overall across 6 offices worldwide. We are one of the largest partners of Facebook, Google, Snapchat, Apple in CEE region. OBRIO is a subsidiary of Genesis, a fast-growing app developer with 2 astrology apps in our portfolio, and both are the leaders in their niche. We are a highly ambitious and business-driven group of experts, but as we were growing, we started facing a massive challenge.
When it comes to app marketing, everybody works with Facebook and Google. These are the biggest and safest networks. This means that you know what you're getting in return for your marketing budget: legitimate, fraud-free users. But this also means that everyone else is doing exactly the same thing and the competition is strong. CPM growth became problematic as acquiring users around special events like Black Friday became extremely expensive. And we could no longer rely strictly on these common traffic sources when planning our strategy.
Anna and the team asked me about their options. There's a huge gap between understanding that you need new media sources and finding the right ones. At AppsFlyer, we have integration with over 8K media partners, so we discuss what would be the right direction in terms of portfolio management and all aspects taken into account.
We had to look beyond and open our gates to additional media channels and diversify our media portfolio. We realized that it also involves a level of risk, as new media partners not only mean possible cheaper prices and new channels, but also a higher potential risk of mobile ad fraud. Choosing the wrong partner could potentially mean flooding our apps with fake users, opening gates to potential bot attacks, or even working with sources who would steal credit for installs coming from our good partners. The only way we could have opened the doors to new media partners was by finding an effective anti-fraud solution beforehand. We needed an insurance policy. We also had concerns about the effectiveness of an anti-fraud solution. Will it be effective against in-app and CPA fraud, where we see growing fraud potential? After much thinking and conducting a competitive market analysis, we eventually decided that AppsFlyer's Protect 360 was the right choice for us. The integration was simple and effective. We ran a short trial period before entering the long-term commitment, which helped us see just how much we needed this solution.
Before onboarding Protect 360, I wanted to make sure that Anna and the team had the right resources and ability to manage and optimize based on the fraud data it gave them. The trial period made it clear that it's the right tool for them, and of course that the team was ready to scale. Now it was a matter of waiting for the results to come in.
Once we started monitoring our activity with Protect 360, it revealed that our worries and fears were indeed justified. Several partners showed very high numbers of fraudulent activity. 59% of non-SRN installs were fraudulent, but were blocked in real time. An additional 11% were detected post-install, meaning an overall of 70% of installs were classified as fraud, and some media sources even reached 80% fraud. Post-distribution fraud detection alone helped us save 30% of our budget with non-SRN partners. And Protect 360 didn't just flag malicious activity, it acted as a measuring stick to help identify trustworthy media sources. The clean traffic coming from these generated about 60% of target events. We work with CPA partners and pay for users who interact with our app. It's a great way to motivate our media partners to provide high-quality users. And although the majority of fraudulent installs were blocked on the install level, the amount of in-app events that were saved due to these blocks would sometimes reach 98%, highlighting the risk of an app fraud on top of install fraud risks. Protect 360 gave us the confidence that if there is fraud out there, it will be blocked. This means we could keep scaling our activity with new sources, and even if fraud was present, we would only pay for legitimate activity. In just a few months, we've transformed our approach to app marketing. Protect 360 is now our measurement benchmark for any media partner looking to promote our campaigns. Working with AppsFlyer was an easy decision to make. Using Protect 360 definitely was a crucial addition. Once we introduced new non-SRN partners, our growth accelerated again.
Protect 360 has helped us increase the share of alternative sources by 20% while feeling safe. It managed to protect our activity from CPA fraud and eliminate fraud no one else could with post-attribution.
We now have full faith in our new user acquisition strategy, and Protect 360 has a major part in that strategy.